Prephrasing is a tool that you can definitely use on role of statement questions all of the time, because a given statement in question in the question stem, it plays some role. It could be evidence, conclusion, sub-conclusion, counter-premise, as Kinnessy was laying out. There are other question types that also are vulnerable to prephrasing, meaning that you can use prephrasing as a tool in certain question types, but not all question types. And even in the question types where it works sometimes, it may not work all the time. So for example, strengthen and weaken, prephrasing can be useful, but your prephrase may not match what was being asked. It might not. Depends on whether you've gotten lucky and whether you've thought the way LSAC is thinking about it in that particular circumstance. Prephrasing should work in flaw questions because there's typically one major flaw to be looking for. But with parallel reasoning questions, how could you possibly know what a parallel situation is going to be? There's infinite potential parallel situations they could raise, so that would not be a useful strategy in that case. So, and then inference questions, maybe, maybe not, depends, not really certain, but role of statement, definitely relevant there. There are only so many argument parts they can ask about. It's a very limited set, probably less than 5 altogether. Like we said, evidence, conclusion, sub-conclusion, counter-premise. There's not really a whole lot more than that. It just comes down to how LSAC chooses to word that particular idea. But if you can hold that idea in your head as you're scanning through the choices, just ask yourself, does your rather clear articulation in your head match LSAC's not so clear articulation? Because of course they're trying to trip you up. But that step-by-step approach, I think, for prephrasing is key because it can help in so many cases. It's much easier to recognize something if you already have an idea of what you're looking for. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.